So today we are going to start chapter number 6, that is 100 dresses 2. As I have already written in the board, 100 dresses 2. Previous chapter was 100 dresses 1, and I told you this is the sequel, means next part of that chapter, the 100 dresses 2. In this chapter also we will come across the same characters and the same story was going on. So this is a same story, it divided in 2 chapters that we had already completed the first one, and today we are going to start the second one, that is 100 dresses 2. So let's start 100 dresses 2. I am not going to tell the story that what is going on here. Previously we completed there that we saw that in the school Miss Mason announced that Wanda Petronsky had won the competition for the girls that was designed the dresses, and Wanda Petronsky had designed 100 dresses, all different colors and different designs, and the other girls, they were roaming around the room looking at that 100 dresses, and they were very much surprised. Not only that, the boys from the next class, they also had come in that room, though they were not interested in looking at the dress. They were very happy because they got the chance to come in that girls room, and there all the girls were still in that room, and they were all surprised, especially Maggie and Peggy. They were actually discussing about Magdalene and Peggy. They were discussing about that Wanda Petronsky had designed 2 dresses that she had once told about them. Okay, now let's start. That is the 100 dresses 2, the next part of 100 dresses 1. As I told, this is only a long story. It's divided in 2 chapters. So let's start chapter number 6 today. I hope you are sitting with your text with you. While the class was circling the room, the monitor from the principal's office brought Miss Mason a note. So when all the girls were in that room, room number 13, they were all looking, and they were all roaming and looking at the different dresses designed by the girls, especially by Wanda Petronsky. In that time, the monitor means here attendant, the principal's attendant, that actually the monitor had brought a note from principal's room. Miss Mason read it several times and studied it thoughtfully for a while. The monitor means that attendant from principal's room. She had brought a note and she had given it to Miss Mason. Miss Mason was also there in that room, and Miss Mason was their class teacher. Miss Mason read it several times. Many times Miss Mason read the note and she looked very thoughtful. Then she clapped her hands, and then she clapped her hand only to drag the attention of the girls. She clapped her hands not for enjoyment, but only to drag the attention of all the girls who were present in that room. Attention class, everyone back to their seat. She announced that everyone go back to your seat, and she had the note in her hand. When the shuffling of feet had stopped and the room was still and quiet, Miss Mason said, "I have a letter from Wanda's father that I want to read to you." Now, when the shuffling of feet, here shuffling means here the noise, the shuffling noise, the dragging of feet, when everybody had gone to their seat, then the room became kept quiet and calm and quiet, still and quiet, and then Miss Mason announced that about the note, she told that Wanda Petronsky's father had written this note. She told that I have a letter from Wanda's father that I want to read to you, and she told the girls in that room number 13 that she wanted to read this letter, and that had come from Wanda's father. Miss Mason stood there a moment, and the silence in the room grew tense and expectant. Now, we know that Wanda Petronsky, for many days she had been absent from school. She could not enjoy the day when she had been announced that she is the winner, and they hoped, even the other girls and the class teacher also hoped that Wanda would come to school in any day. Now, when Miss Mason told that the letter had come from Wanda's father, the whole class was very much tensed, and they were looking with expectant face. Here, tense and expectant. Expectant means as if they were expecting something, that what Miss Mason was going to read to them. The teacher adjusted her glasses slowly and deliberately. The teacher adjusted the glasses. This is the glass, the spectacle. The teacher adjusted the glasses and she now very slowly, deliberately, smoothly, okay, now she was ready to read out the letter that Wanda Petronsky's father had written to the school. Her manner indicated that what was coming, this letter from Wanda's father, was a matter of great importance. And the way Miss Mason was getting ready to read the letter, her manner, her attitude, actually it indicated that the letter was of great importance, means something very important thing that Wanda's father has written to this letter. Everyone listened closely as Miss Mason read the brief note, and everyone, there was pin drop silence. Okay, everybody was very much tensed what Miss Mason was going to read, what Wanda's father had written in that letter. Everybody was sitting with that expectant, atmosphere. Everybody was expecting what is going to happen. Okay, what Wanda's father has written in that letter, and the manner Miss Mason got ready to read out the letter to all the girls, it really indicated that the letter was of much importance. Now, actually Miss Mason started to read the letter, and the letter had been written by Wanda's father. Dear teacher, Wanda's father has written, dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to your school anymore. The first line is really very important, that her father had written in a very straight way, in a very straight cut way, in a clear way, that dear teacher, probably Wanda's father had addressed to the class teacher, okay? My Wanda will not come to your school anymore. Jack also. Jack was Wanda's brother. Now we move away to big city. No more holler pollock. No more ask why any funny name. Plenty of funny names in the big city. Yours truly, Jan Petronsky. Here, no more holler pollock. Here, holler pollock means just teasing. He wants to say that nobody will be there who would tease my daughter. Here, holler pollock means no such bad behavior from other students. No more ask why funny name. So Wanda has told everything, that how she had been tortured in the school, and her father had taken the steps. Her father had decided to withdraw her daughter, and not only that, her father had decided to move away from there. Don't forget, Wanda Petronsky used to live in Bogies land, okay, in Bogins Heights, okay. So Wanda Petronsky's father had decided to move from there, and she decided to go to a big city. Plenty of funny names in the big cities. He told that, he told in the letter, he had written in the letter, that there in the big city where they were moving, there were plenty of names, funny names, so nobody was there to listen, nobody was there to insult by the name. This was the letter. A deep silence made the reading of these letters. Deep silence made the reading means as soon as Miss Mason completed her reading, as if the room was engulfed by a deep silence. Okay, everybody did not speak a single word. There was not a single sound, as if everybody was dumbstruck. Everybody was very much shocked at the decision that Wanda's father had taken. Miss Mason took off her glasses, blew on them, and wiped them on her soft white handkerchief. This is Miss Mason took off her glasses, blew on them like this, blew on the glasses, and just she rubbed with his handkerchief, soft handkerchief. Then she put them on again. Then she actually put the glasses again and looked at the class. When she spoke, her voice was very low. So this low voice also indicates that she was also very soft, because we know that Wanda Petronsky did not disturb the class. Even the other girls who actually made joke of her, Wanda Petronsky did not have a real friend in that school. Yes, they were all their classmates, but they did not behave with her as friends. they actually had taken wonder granted for making joke. Wonder was a standing joke for them. Okay. Now, it is true that the students also could not understand that the results should be so terrible, results should be so horrible, that because of that joking, Wanda might leave the school. Nobody could think. Even probably Miss Masson also could not think that Wanda's father would take that decision to withdraw her daughter from that school. And her voice was very low, and she was very much, she was also very much shocked. I am sure that none of the boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anyone's feelings because his name or her name happened to be a long unfamiliar one. Now, Miss Masson, here this line will show us that as a teacher how generous Miss Masson was. What Miss Masson told. The class teacher, Miss Masson, did not rebuke the student, did not insult the student, did not say a word against them, but she told that I am sure none of the boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anyone's feelings because his or her name had happened to be a long unfamiliar one. Means Miss Masson might know this, that the other girls of room number 13, they probably actually made joke with Wanda Petronsky because of her unfamiliar name. Miss Masson knew it, but Miss Masson admitted, Miss Masson actually declared that she believed that none of the boys, even none of the girls and the boys, they might have actually made joke with Wanda Petronsky, but they did not do it deliberately. Deliberately means of their own, intentionally. They intentionally, they do not make the joke, they did not make joke with Wanda only to hurt her feelings. That Miss Masson also accepted this. I prefer to think that what was said in thoughtlessness. So this is, this is the job of a perfect teacher, real teacher. A real teacher should understand the feeling of the students. So being the class teacher, and really, it's a good teacher, great teacher, she realized that yes, the other girls, they made joke with Wanda Petronsky, but it is true that intentionally they did not do it. It was not their intention to hurt Wanda's feeling. So she told that I prefer to think that what was said means the girls used to ask how many dresses you are having, how many shoes you are having, all this was said in thoughtlessness. Miss Masson actually told, Miss Masson supported the student in roundabout way. Yes, I know that what you have done with thoughtlessness, means without thinking. I know that all of you feel the way I do, that this is a very uncomfortable thing to have happened. Unfortunate and sad, both. And I want you to think all about it. Now this is a great teacher. Here Miss Masson told, yes, I can feel that what you are thinking as I am thinking. Means she told that you are also shocked just listening these news, listening the letter, what Wanda's father had written. But the last line he told, this is unfortunate, not only unfortunate, this is sad as well, because nobody wanted Wanda to go away from the school. So this is unfortunate and sad, and I want you all to think about it. This line gives, actually through that line, he gave the teaching to the students. I want you all to think about it. Means she wanted to tell that you must think, you must remember this incident, and this must not be repeated with anyone else. That Miss Masson did not tell it directly, but indirectly she told her students that you must think about this. And she also admitted she has not insulted anyone, she has not rebuked anyone. She accepted, she realized that what had been done, these all had done out of thoughtlessness. You people did not think that what would be the consequence of it. You people did not think what would be the result of it. and that is why it had happened. She accepted. The first period was a study period. The first period was the academic class. Mehdi tried to prepare her lessons, but she could not put her mind on her work. Mehdi, now she was regretting. She was regretting because we know that intentionally Mehdi, from her mind, she did not want to tease Wanda Petrovinsky. We know this. She actually joined with Peggy to tease Wanda only to avoid herself to be the next target of okay, for all the girls. She was very much feared. She feared a lot that if she would try to stop this teasing over Wanda Petrovinsky, then she might be the next target. That is why she always actually joined in teasing with Peggy and other girls as well. Now at present, we know that she actually started to write a note to Peggy to stop advising her to stop this teasing, but she did not have the courage to give it to Peggy. We all know this in part 1. In part 1 we all read about it. Now here, at present Mehdi, she could not give her concentration on the class, what is going on there. She had a very sick feeling in the bottom of her stomach, as if something, she was feeling uncomfortable. She is having a very sick feeling. Means she was regretting, feeling very sorry. True, she had not enjoyed listening to Peggy ask Wanda how many dresses she had in her closet, but she had said nothing. It is true that I told only. It is true that she did not like Peggy when teasing Wanda that how many dresses in her closet, that Mehdi did not like it at all, but it is also true she had not told everything against it. She had stood by silently, and that was just as bad as what Peggy had done. Now, Wanda Petrovinsky, here Madeline, she was judging herself. She was judging herself. She was thinking, it is true that I did not like that Peggy should tease Wanda Petrovinsky, but it is also true that I had not told anything against it. But what I did, I stood silently by her side, by Peggy's side, when Peggy and the other girls used to tease Wanda Petrovinsky. And according to Mehdi, this is the same crime of teasing Wanda Petrovinsky. She was thinking like this. Oaths. She told it probably oaths is the comparative degree of bad. She was a coward. No, she was thinking that I was a coward. At least Peggy hadn't considered they were being mean by C. That they were being mean but C, Mehdi, had thought they were doing wrong. Yes, Peggy did not consider that their job of teasing Wanda Petrovinsky was a wrong thing. Peggy never thought that teasing Wanda Petrovinsky was a wrong thing. You know, in part 1 we read, I feel you could remember that if anyone would ask Peggy that why you are teasing Wanda Petrovinsky, then Peggy had the answer with her. Peggy used to say that why the girl lied to them, why the girl always told a lie, that she is having 100 dresses, she is having 60 pair of shoes, and she is having an unfamiliar name. Because of these two reasons, Peggy used to tease Wanda Petrovinsky. But here, Mehdi was thinking in a different way. She was thinking that yes, what we have done, it's absolutely the wrong thing. She could put herself in Wanda's shoes, and now this is important, that she could put herself in Wanda's shoes, means she was thinking, keeping herself in the place of Wanda Petrovinsky. She was thinking that what or how much Wanda Petrovinsky actually failed, or how much it hurt Wanda's feeling. She was putting herself in Wanda's place, and she was thinking that how much she had been teased. Goodness, wasn't there anything she could do? Now this thing came to her mind. wasn't there anything? I cannot do anything. She was feeling so helpless. I can't do anything. If only she could tell Wanda she hadn't meant to hurt her feelings. Only for once, if she got the opportunity that yes, Wanda, we people are teasing you, but we do not mean to tease your feeling. Had we got this chance for once only to tell this Wanda, then this day might not come. Wanda, Madeline was thinking like this. They should once tell Wanda that yes, Wanda, we tease you. We just make fun with you. We make joke with you. But we are not trying to tease you. We are not trying to actually hurt your feelings. Now Maddie was thinking like this. That had she got the chance for only once, this is regretting. She turned around and stole a glance at Peggy, but Peggy did not look up. She just looked around and saw what Peggy was doing. But Peggy, I feel Peggy was also thinking, we must not consider that Peggy did not have any thinking like this, because Peggy is the girl who started this teasing. So if somebody was there to whom we can blame, that for whom Wanda Petronsky had left the school, it was Peggy, because she had started this game of teasing Wanda Petronsky. But at present, when Maddie looked at Peggy, she saw that Peggy was doing something else. She seemed to be studying hard. It seemed that Peggy was studying. Well, whether Peggy failed badly or not, Maddie, had to do something. But Madeline thought, yes, I must not wait for Peggy, at what Peggy would think or what Peggy would tell to me. But still, okay, if Peggy is not doing something, but I must do something else. She had to find Wanda Petronsky. This thought had come to Maddie's mind, that she had to find Wanda Petronsky. Maybe she had not yet moved away. Maybe Peggy would climb the heights with her and they would tell Wanda she had won the contest, and they thought she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful. Now this thought came to Maddie's mind, that probably we could get another chance to do something else. Probably I, with Peggy, must go to Bogin site, to Wanda's house, to give this great news that she had won this contest. She has won this contest of designing dresses, and 100 dresses that she had painted, she had designed. It's really all grateful. Maddie was thinking that had they got this chance, they would definitely do this. This is the part 1. Have you understood so far that I have read? Anyone? Have you understood? This is a nice story. Okay, thank you. Now, a few oral comprehension checks were there. Oral comprehension check. What did Mr. Petronsky's letter say? This is from there. Petronsky's letter say that Jack Petronsky, father of Wanda Petronsky, Jan Petronsky, Jan, Jan Petronsky, that the letter said that Wanda Petronsky would not come to school anymore. Is Miss Mason angry with the class, or is she unhappy and upset? Yes, no, Miss Mason was not angry with the class. Yes, she was upset because Wanda Petronsky had left the school, but she was not unhappy or upset with the student what they had done, because Miss Mason was a real teacher, and she realized that what the student had done, it is only because of sheer thoughtlessness. The students did not think what they were doing and what might be the result of it. That is why they had done. So I feel this is a good teacher. This is a real teacher. Who is a real teacher? That who can actually understand your feeling. How does Maddie feel after listening to the note from Wanda's father? Yes, Maddie was not feeling well. She had a ill feeling. She has a sick feeling coming out from her stomach, and she was thinking that how could she manage the situation. What does Maddie want to do? And Maddie really wanted to do that. Maddie wanted to go to Bogin site with Peggy. She must tell this to Peggy to join her because she wanted to go to Bogin site, and she wanted to give this great news to Wanda Petronsky that you had won this competition, and she also wanted to tell that yes, they were teasing her, but they did not mean to hurt our feelings. That Mehdi wanted to do. So let's continue with the next part. When school was dismissed in the afternoon, Peggy said with pretended casualness, "Hey, let's go and see if that kid has left town or not." See, what was Mehdi's thinking? Mehdi was thinking that he must go to meet Wanda Petrusky once in the Bogin site, because he thought that probably Wanda did not leave the town right then. Here, Peggy was thinking the same. Here, when the school was dismissed in the afternoon, when the school was completed in the afternoon, Peggy said, and Mehdi also did not share her thinking and feeling with Peggy. Don't forget, Peggy was thinking to go to meet Wanda Petrusky if she got a chance, if Wanda had not left the town. Peggy was thinking the same. With pretended casualness. What does it mean? Pretended casualness means Peggy was also thinking very bad. Peggy was also regretting. Peggy was also feeling sorry, but she was not ready to show her feeling to others. This is pretended casualness. That she was also very much shocked at Wanda's father's decision. She was also very much shocked, like Mehdi, but she was pretending because she tried her best to stay very casual, because she was not ready to show her feelings to others. But still, she told, Peggy actually suggested this to Mehdi, that hey, let's go and see if the kid has left town or not. Yeah, kid Wanda Petrusky. So Peggy had the same idea. Mehdi was surprised. Mehdi was surprised. Mehdi growled. Mehdi here growled means as if she got some confidence there. Peg was really all right. Yes, Peg was also. Peg was all right means Peggy was thinking in the same way as Mehdi was thinking. The two girls hurried out of the building, up the street towards Bogin sites, the part of the town that were such a forbidding air on this kind of a November afternoon, drizzly, damp and dismal. So both the girls, without telling to their house, without intimating to their parents, because it was so urgent a task they had taken, immediately from school they actually changed their way. They did not go to their house straight. They were going to Bogin sites. And the part of town that owed such a forbidding air on this kind of a November afternoon. This was November afternoon. Forbidding air means as if the air was not very much comfortable. The environment was not comfortable here. The part of the town, it is not very comfortable. I told in the previous class that Bogin side was the place where it is not so much developed, because we know that whenever Wanda used to come to school, she had mud in her shoes. And forbidding air on the kind of a November afternoon, drizzly, damp and dismal. Here, see the what note, wait and sad. Here, expression of state and hopelessness. Yes, this part remained damp, dismal, drizzly. This is not the environment, but these also states this word also states not only the environment of Bogin side, but this also states the mental state of Peggy and Madeline as well. Well, at least, said Peggy gruffly. Gruffly meaning in a rough voice. Peggy told, I never did call her a foreigner or make a fun of her name. Peggy told, no, I did not make fun of her name because Wanda Petrusky is having an unfamiliar name, but I did not make fun because of her name. I never thought she had the sense to know we were making fun of her anyway. Now here, Peggy was trying to console herself. Peggy was telling that the girl was so foolish that she could not understand that we are only making fun. We did not want to hurt her feeling. But the girl could not understand this. I thought she was too dumb. And gee, look how she can draw. Here, dumb means in that way that she was so foolish, blockheaded. She was so blockheaded. She could not understand. But see how beautiful she could draw. Earlier also, they did not know about this skill of Wanda Petrusky. Only after this drawing competition, the designing dresses competition of design dresses, they came to know that how far or how great artist Wanda Petrusky was. So today, up to this, have you understood? Anybody? Do you have any question? Up to this, In our next class, we will continue where we are leaving it today. So till then, it's goodbye.